Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. In motion left, that's Cooper. Carr right away, going to look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
On play action, now Carr. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Carr to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Raiders at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Second and 10. Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Carr. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Caught on the out route. It's Spiller with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now it's Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen. Here's Spiller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He hits Adams complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Adams, the man in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson, the man in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run here with Spiller. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run behind center with Spiller, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road.